If you've watched Oklahoma City Thunder games this year, you know that they like to get out and run. They're playing at the third fastest pace in the league, are averaging the second most transition points with 25.7 per game, and are also second in points off turnovers with nearly 20 of them per contest. One of the players that's thriving with the game being played at a quicker pace is rookie guard Jalen Williams, whom OKC selected 12th overall in last summer's draft out of Santa Clara. He's actually shooting 61% in transition. Something that really jumps out at me is how often he dunks the ball. Of the 155 made shots so far, 35 of them were dunks. That's 22.6% of his made shots being dunks. Among rookies, only Walker Kessler with the Jazz has a higher rate for dunks. But he's 7'1", Williams is 6'5", and I really wouldn't describe Williams as a high-flying athlete. He's just super aggressive. So 54 players have at least 30 dunks this year. Williams is the shortest player on that list. He's only missed one dunk try, which may not seem like a big deal, but players miss dunks more than you might realize. Zion Williamson's dunk percentage is 79%, and Ja Morant's is 72%, just for example. Among players with at least 30 dunk tries, only 3 players, Daniel Gafford, Miles Turner, and John Collins, have higher dunk success rates. Another thing about Williams is that he has pretty good touch near the basket. 122 of his shots have come in the restricted area semicircle, and he's made 88 of them. That's 72.1%. That's among the best marks in the league for those with at least that many attempts in that region. In the paint as a whole, he's shooting 64.4%. He's got a nice floater too. He's shooting nearly 48% on them. What you will also notice from these clips is just how good he is moving without the ball and cutting toward the basket. 9% of his shot attempts have come on cuts, and he's shooting 84.6% on them. The only players with at least 20 shot attempts on cuts with a better percentage are LeBron James, John Collins, Jimmy Butler, Nikola Vucevic, and Aaron Gordon. Williams' mid-range shooting has been decent. He's made 12 of his 22 attempts from 10 to 14 feet out, and 7 of his 14 attempts from 15 to 19 feet away. His three-point shooting hasn't been nearly as good though, just 29% as a whole. But what's interesting is that it kind of depends on where precisely he's shooting the long ball from. From the wings, he's made 22% of his 53 tries. From straight away, he's made 47% on 21 attempts. Among all players with at least 20 attempts from above the break, he has the 12th best percentage. I'm also noticing that while the Thunder haven't played Williams with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Josh Giddey a ton, just an average of 9 minutes per game, when they have been on the floor together, OKC has shot just 41% from the field and 31% from three-point range. Williams relies far more on craftiness, change of pace, and his shooting touch, rather than speed to outwork his opponents. He's rarely blown past defenders in isolation. As you can see from these clips, the defenders typically stay in front of him. He's been able to shoot over some smaller defenders or use a step back to create separation from taller ones. I don't know if he'll ever be a lockdown defender, but he's certainly willing to sacrifice his body. He's already drawn 6 charges this season, second most among rookies behind Indiana's Andrew Nembhard. He's also compiled 46 deflections, 7th most among rookies, and 11 defensive loose balls recovered, 3rd most among first-year players. So that will wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I will continue to do more player analysis features throughout the season.